This text is taken from an article in the national newspaper from the 11th of November 2018 by Kathleen Nutt and entitled Ex-SNP Minister Alex Neil Urges Crown Office to Review Probe into Willie McRae's Death.
The Crown Office is being called upon by a former Scottish Government minister to instruct Police Scotland to conduct a cold case review into the death of the high-profile lawyer Willie McRae. Senior SNP MSP Alex Neil, who has served as Social Justice Secretary, said new information merited the specialist team to examine the case. He told The National, "The circumstances surrounding Willie McRae's death have been surrounded in mystery for the last 30-odd years. And I think there is case for the Cold Cases Unit of Police Scotland to reopen the inquiry into the circumstances around his death." McRae, 61, was found injured in his crashed car off a remote road in the Highlands in April 1985. Police initially believed he had been hurt in a road accident, but it later emerged he had suffered a gunshot wound to his head. He died the following day, with the official cause of death said to be suicide. But concerns over the inquiry persisted and were reignited last month when a nurse who worked in the Aberdeen hospital where McRae died came forward for the first time and disputed the location given by the police of the bullet wound. She said the wound was at the back of McRae's neck and not on the right temple, as the police said, meaning he may have been murdered rather than taking his own life. Now an interview given by McRae's GP brother Fergie in 2006 has come to light in which he indicates the wound was at the back of his neck. Fergie McRae said he examined his brother's head while he was with him in hospital. The emerging evidence, particularly from the nurse confirming what his brother said many years ago that he was shot in the back of the neck, contradicts the public version of events from the police and Crown Office at the time, which said he was shot in the temple, added Neil. Clearly these are totally contradictory. He continued, "There are other issues around the death which have already been raised publicly. Winnie Ewing carried out an investigation and met with a blockade at the time from the Crown Office and the police. At the time Winnie said she wasn't convinced it was suicide. She didn't go any further, and it might well be that it was suicide. But there is so much mystery and contradictory information, there is a strong case for the Cold Case Unit at Police Scotland to investigate the circumstances of his death, and if there are any suspicious circumstances, it is then taken forward as an investigation as appropriate."